Bowser is taking over Nintendo. Oh my god, what happened to Mario and Luigi? Welcome to Streaming Deluxe, my friends. My name is still Mr. Orange, and yes, that's the news. So, Bowser, or better called as Duck Bowser, he is taking over Nintendo of America. And I love this picture. Thank you for the warm welcome, he says here, in front of all this Nintendo merchandise. And look at this guys here in the back, in the left back of his head. That's Mario and Luigi. And they have a controller cable around them, so that's so funny. So he was actually capturing Mario and Luigi. And yeah, thank you for a warm welcome. Thank you, Doug Bowser, for this joke. I mean, that's, you can't do it better. All right, my friend. So here we can see on Bloomberg. So the Nintendo of America President and Chief Operating Officer Reggie fils-aime will retire after almost 13 years at the helmet of Nintendo. And I mean, you know him from a couple of press conferences, from so many conferences for new games of Nintendo, etc., of the E3 and whatever. So he's very successful. So, and Doug Bowser will succeed then on April the 15th. And and his main efforts will be to promote the Switch console a bit more. So, and also Nintendo writes here that the Switch has been met with weak demand as Kyoto-based company, so Nintendo struggles to expand the system beyond the core user base. That's very much possible. So I own a Switch, but I wasn't buying a Switch or playing a Switch since I wasn't playing Switch since 1 year, I think, and I wasn't even buying a Switch game since Mario Kart. So it's I would also say for example, I'm in my 35 years. I'm not the main user group for Nintendo games, obviously. So inside and outside our company, Reggie is known as an exceptional leader, says President Shuntaro Furukawa in a statement, and then he continues, we are also pleased to have such an able successor ready to step into that role. So we're going to have a real Bowser here. So I really love it. So Bowser joined Nintendo in 2015. Oh, that's not true. He joined much earlier after working at Electronic Arts. So a lot of people are saying now, yeah, I like Apex Legends, but I don't like Electronic Arts. And he worked at Procter & Gamble. Those are the guys with the extremely high prices for razor scissors, razor blades. And he has another, perhaps more unique qualification. Yeah, he looked like the spiked yellow Bowser antagonist, as we all know. And then the New York traded shares of Nintendo climbed as much as 6.2%, and that I think is very good, because it's always good for a company, for a share, when some new wind comes in. It doesn't mean it's getting better. So I'm not saying this here, but it's always good if some change comes in. So let's look here at the Nintendo information, or Nintendo summary of the chart. So at the moment we're at $35, and on Friday 1.72% up. We have a PE ratio of $24.64 and an EPS of $1.44. At this point I want to say I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not recommending to buy any stock, and I'm not a holder of Nintendo, so this is for pure information only. Okay, look. So yeah, that was something else I was looking there. So let's jump into the chart very quickly so that we can see a little bit what's going on there. You see I was already drawing some lines into it, some of my other videos. So this is the chart we have at the moment of Nintendo. Maybe we can zoom out in the 5 years chart. This is more important to see. Alright, yeah, we're more or less at this, we're at the point where we in 2008 and 2009-10, and after this Nintendo had a very, very bad year from 2011 to 2015, and in 2015 they rocket jumped, they really rocket jumped, and I remember, yeah, this was, when was it? So this was the Wii U time, and this was the Wii time, and then in 2015 they were rocket jumping, and this was the Switch time, the Switch announcement, etc. And then the height we achieved were $57.6 around about, and yeah, and since then Nintendo was dropping 38.8%, which is pretty a lot. So there was a little rebound. And now also since Bowser took over Nintendo, we also saw rewards of 6.2% as we have seen in the article before. Very interesting. So at the moment, I would say it's very difficult to say in which direction the stock will head. So there's a lot downturn possible, and therefore I would be very. I would now more or less, I'm recommending what I would, I think the chair is interesting for myself, but I'm not buying here because, I understand I can go up, or the chair can go up again, like almost 50%, let's give or take. But I can also imagine that it's like going down like 50, 60, 70% if we get some recession and some even more world recession than Japan had in the recent years. But if we get some worldwide recession, some more problems on the stock market, then it's very much possible. Let's see, we see $20 or $25. So, and that's very risky for me personally. So yeah, stocks are in general are of course risky, and even if Bowser takes over this. Let's say where were the big problems of Nintendo? I mean, I was already talking more often about this. So now they brought out the Switch, and they sold and will sell more of the Switch units and all the accessories. And they also develop a lot of Nintendo games, of course, and a lot of third-party developers come also on the Nintendo Switch. And then they mostly, if they want to publish a game on Switch, they have to pay a certain amount to Nintendo, so they make money with this and with the consoles they sell. And of course, the question is, will they stay on the Switch, or will they bring also a smaller handheld in the future? Or and then also the question is, how will the mobile market with regards to Nintendo develop? Will Nintendo, for example, jump much more in the Android, Google Play market, in the iOS market, so that they make more of their franchises, bring them to mobile phones? This could, I would say, with some microtransactions model, enhance massively the returns, especially also in Asia. Or they got just staying with the Switch. So because the Switch, it's a nice console, but the graphics, it's not up to date, so it's not sufficient to have all the Switch games. Or they're even looking for bringing a major new console on the market. Who knows? So at the moment, I don't really see where Nintendo is heading to. I don't really see what I can expect from them from a gaming perspective, from a hardcore gamer perspective, so like myself, where I say, I wanna have great games, great graphics, great progress. I wanna have VR. Is Nintendo jumping on the VR train? I don't know. So these are all important questions to ask there. Because now with the Switch, that's the chart with the Switch. So we're just in average. So the average over like 10, 13, 15 years. Nothing special. So yeah, it all depends a little bit on this, where Nintendo is going. If they think they can keep up the Switch for the next 3 years, might be a little bit boring. So I don't really consider myself or see myself buying much more games for the Switch at the moment, since I'm not so much on let's say on travel. I'm not traveling so much, therefore I don't really think about playing my Switch at home. I mostly play on the PC or on my PlayStation. So the Switch is for me, it's a traveling device, but even for traveling it's a bit too big, so I prefer my Nintendo 3DS actually for traveling. But will I buy more Nintendo 3DS games? I don't know. Are they even bringing some more interesting Nintendo 3DS games? So all of these questions need to be answered before my friends see some change here in the Nintendo stock. So let's click on back. Exactly. And here you see on the Yahoo page some more information about Nintendo, and to do what is important, what is interesting. The earning date and even a dividend of 1.12%, but I wouldn't buy a Nintendo, of course, for the dividend. All right, that's Dark Browser, my friends. That's him. So you see the comparison? It looks definitely like him. So Dark Browser. Welcome to Nintendo. I wish you're leading Nintendo in the right direction. That also hardcore gamers in the future are going to have some fun with the company, and it's not going to be a two only child's company. And yeah, maybe some great console coming back. I don't know. I mean, the Nintendo controllers were always the big advantage here. Okay, I'm leaving it here. Thank you very much for watching. See you